With how cheap this unit is and how portable it is, should you really even be looking at any really small portable solar generators? This is the Dabbson 600L, and yes, it is very light, very easy to move around, has a handle right on the back so it's easy to carry with you, and it does have some really neat features, but really, is this one worth getting compared to the other ones that are on the market? At a super affordable $300, this is far more affordable than the DJI Power 500, as well as the EcoFlow River 2 Pro, which is their older model anyway. To be somewhere in about the same price range, you'd have to go with the EcoFlow River 2, which has about half the capacity and capability as the Dabbson 600L. The Power 500 from DJI is anywhere between $400 and $500, and the River 2 Pro is about $700. So why pay the same price for less power? Why pay more for similar power? And why pay more for similar power? The 600L from Dabbson is really not a well-known unit at all. That's why they sent it out for me to review, to give you honest feedback on what the system can and cannot do. My opinion cannot be purchased in any way, shape, or form. So this is just a pure honest review on this unit. Now it comes with the user manual as well as a wall charging cable, but you'll need to get your own XT60 to MC4 adapter if you want to charge it from solar. The 600L is named as such because it has a 600 watt pure sine wave inverter with a 768 watt hour battery capacity. That's the same battery capacity as the River 2 Pro from EcoFlow. But you can see side by side, this is a much smaller unit. That said, the River 2 Pro can go up to 800 watts of output, and it has the Extreme option to where you can even get up to 1600 watts of output if you really need to pull a ton of power. I've even run high amperage pumps off of this River 2 Pro, and I really do like this unit, but with how portable and lightweight and compact this is, this gives the EcoFlow units a real serious run for their money. This will surge up to 1200 watts if it needs to run a heavier load, but 600 watts is pretty limited, but that makes sense for such a small unit. This is going to be more focused for recharging batteries on the go, such as drill batteries or portable power tools, maybe a laptop, drone batteries. You could also run like a DC refrigerator or even a larger refrigerator, but it's not going to be able to run a large refrigerator for very long. It wall charges at a rate of 600 watts, so this will charge in just over an hour, but it will solar charge up to 200 watts, and that's from 12 to 30 volts and 13 amps. So we're going to connect this to a 200 watt solar panel in just a second to see if it can really pull 200 watts into this on a perfectly clear sunny day. One of the nicest things about this unit is you can connect it to Wi-Fi or Bluetooth in order to control it from your phone. By simply going to the output page, I can turn on the output, and this responds very quickly over Wi-Fi. I can see the exact battery state of charge as well as how much power is going in and out at any given moment, and I can also switch this to the input. Once I have a wall charger or a solar charger on it, it's going to charge very easily. You can also car charge this if you're using a cigarette lighter plug that has an XT60 connector on it. It'll charge it right around 100 watts, so it can take upwards of 8 hours of car charging just to get this charged up from 0 to full. That's a really long time. The nice advantage of that is if you don't have outlets in your car and you want to run some laptops or some chargers or some more power within your vehicle, you can be trickle charging this, and then that can pass on to your device and give you a buffer and more power in your vehicle. Now this will act as a UPS, and you can even tell this when to turn on and when to turn off by setting up schedules within the app. You can tell it when to start up, when to turn off, when to start charging, when to start discharging. So if you're running a specific appliance where you need it to run off of this at specific times, it's all automated here within the app. Within the app, you can also change when you want it to charge, the energy saving mode, firmware updates, all of those things. Now this has 2 AC outlets on it, so you're going to be able to get 120 volt power from these. And when the inverter is on, it uses a very low idle power consumption of only 13 watts. So in order to have the screen left on, the inverter turned on, everything running ready to go, it uses 13 watts, which means it's going to consume 13 watt hours per hour of just sitting. In a 24-hour period, I went from 100% down to 60%, which for most units is actually pretty good. There are 2 USB-C, one is 100 watts, the other is 30 watts, and then 2 USB-A, each to 18 watts. There is a cigarette lighter port right here, as well as a 5mm barrel connector. And they still use this little light on here. You have some different options, including the SOS. So if you're using this while traveling in your car, get into an accident, you do have lights like that. Or if you're using this around a campsite, then it's going to give you a little bit of light for a working area, which is pretty nice. To me, little lights on these things are really not that big of a deal because I always have my flashlight on me. But I am surprised to see that the top is not a wireless charger on here. But what matters most to me on a lot of these units is the solar input and how well it's going to recharge from solar, because the whole point of having a solar generator is to recharge it from solar. Let's go ahead and try that. This is a very light 18 pounds. It's seriously so easy to move around. What I'm going to do is take one of these brand new solar panels from Renogy, which has a special technology in it that helps it keep making more power, even though some of it may be shaded. I have some other reviews coming out about this, as well as a competitor solar panel from Bougie RV, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Let's go ahead and get this connected up. Actually, it looks like I can't use it because the open circuit voltage here, which is the VOC, that's the number we need to pay attention to, is 36.5 volts. That's really high for a 200 watt solar panel. So actually, these Renogy solar panels are out of the question. These will not work with the 600L. My Bougie RV 200 watt panel comes in right at 28.3 volts, or right now 28.2 volts. Wow, getting an impressive 180 watts. That's 90% of the rated input, but it's holding very steady at 180 watts, and we have the AC output on, so you can solar charge and output from the outlets all at the same time. Now I want to see if we can wall charge, solar charge, and output all at the same time. Go ahead and plug that in. Let's see what happens here. So it's saying we still have DC input, so we should see more than 600 watts go in if we're doing both solar and AC power in. Okay, I see what's happening here. This is doing 400 watts from the outlet and then 172 watts from solar. And we know that because I'm using this solar generator as the power source, and we're getting about 420 watts output. So it will charge from solar and AC at the same time while having the AC outlets turned on, but it's not going to go over that 600 watt input. That's going to be the max limit for the BMS, which is the battery management system for the lithium iron phosphate cells. This by no means is any replacement for a larger solar generator. The ones that I really like are from EcoFlow, as well as Battery Evo and Jackery and Hysolus. Those are generally my top units. And if you want to see all the different specs of those units, you can go to my free solar generator comparison chart. I'll have that link down below. The way that I would use this is not how I've currently got it set up. I would actually add our patent pending portable solar panel stands to the solar panel, because that's going to allow it to easily be set up in any surface, anywhere, where I can just add the solar panel stand to it, prop the legs out, and everywhere I go, I have 200 watts of solar input. If you want to see those solar panel stands, you can go to poweredportablesolar.com or soon to be minutemansolar.com. And if you're looking for an ultra portable system that can recharge really fast, as well as have a decent 600 watts output, and above everything else is just super affordable, then I would definitely check this out. I have not had any issues with this unit in about the 2 weeks that I've been playing with it and testing it. But if you've had different experiences with your Dabbson units, then we need to know that in the comments down below. Comment down below as well, what would you use this for? I mostly use it as a UPS for my laptop, so that way I have an extra buffer between the grid power coming in and my laptop to help with any surges or issues with the power there. And if you found this helpful, I think you'll also find this video helpful, so make sure to check that out. If you have any comments or questions, just email me at info@minutemansolar.com. I'd be happy to chat with you.